everyone, I'm Antonella Vassallo and welcome to the English version of CTS Noticias 7-day news broadcast. Let's have a look at this week's most important news. Sky, Mediaset Premium and the main pay-per-view TV channels at a low cost. Monthly subscriptions from 15 to 20 euros that would have normally cost at least twice. This was the fraud discovered by the finance police of Bagheria during the card-sharing operation coordinated by prosecutors of Palermo. They have discovered the system used for decoding the signal of different pay-per-view broadcasters and routing it to other users through the internet channel. 57 people investigated. The fraud leader is from Bagheria, and he operated with the help of an accomplice. The men created a computer lab in a building used to store farming machinery. From a regular subscription, the signal was decoded and rerouted through the internet channel to other users who would watch, paying a lot less. Analyzing the IP addresses detected on the computers of the lab, the police were able to trace all the users' names. Everyone has been accused of promotion and use of illegal devices in order to decode conditional access transmissions. What's more, for the agent who found clients, there is also an accusation of circumvention of disabled people for having illegally made a disabled man subscribe to a service and prepaid credit card. During the operation, 50 houses were searched and 31 decoders, 2 modems, 2 computers, 1 server, 129 smart cards, of which 103 were programmable, and a smart card programmer were seized. A new order for custody was issued and served in jail to Orazio Finocchiaro, accused of being associated with mafia. Finocchiaro is one of the top members of the clan from Catania, accused of ordering the assassination of prosecuting attorney Pasquale Pacifico. According to the charge, Finocchiaro had ordered the judge's homicide using notes while in Udine's penitentiary. Giacomo Cosenza, a former justice collaborator, revealed he was commissioned by Finocchiaro in person to kill Pacifico. On April 23rd, GESIP's employees protested once again. About 200 of them were in front of the prefecture of Palermo. The company which takes care of the maintenance of the city's green and cemeteries has a lawsuit which relates to 1,734 employees who were forced to take holiday because of a contract expiration with the city of Palermo. The regional president, Lombardo, had given them hope, stating 10 million euros would be contributed to help the company survive. But this has been stopped directly from Rome since the national government has yet to approve. The unions state the prefect of Palermo is the only person who can intervene to protect the jobs and the useful services to the city. Umberto Postiglione, in fact, met with the unions and 20 of GESIP's employees. The city of Palermo worked on a plan for GESIP, which was at first presented to the Sicilian region, then in Rome on the 26th of April. Both the governor Lombardo and prefect Postiglione agreed and declared that there's a social and public safety emergency. Ours will not be a pro forma commission. This is how Sonia Alfano, the newly elected president of the Anti-Mafia European Commission, began her first official speech during a conference with journalists at the court of Palermo. During the meeting, Alfano stressed some of the targets of the European Commission. The most important was for the Commission to become an instrument to guarantee and secure legality. Subsequently, Sonia Alfano announced the news about a unique book against the mafia, common for all European states. It will be about fighting money laundering and, above all, the introduction of a new crime, mafia association, and strict jail for this kind of felony. An important moment for Italy to export its best in anti-mafia legislation, unfortunately or luckily, a subject which our country is a leader of. Nino Di Matteo, substitute prosecutor attorney, and Roberto Scarpinato, general prosecutor attorney of Caltanissetta, had also joined the conference in Palermo. Stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.
ctsnotizie.it, il tuo nuovo quotidiano online. Scorri con il mouse per leggere le ultime notizie dalla Sicilia e dal mondo. ctsnotizie.it, l'informazione a 360 gradi. Troverai anche i bandi di gara regionali, ricette, eventi, gossip, sport, spettacolo e tanto altro. ctsnotizie.it è anche portale video on demand, radio e TV in diretta. Potrai commentare i nostri articoli o inviarci i tuoi per essere insieme a noi protagonista. Noi l'informazione la intendiamo così. E tu?
A hard day for the Sicilian Regional President, Raffaele Lombardo, who appeared in front of the members of the Regional Assembly on the 26th of April to discuss his court case, which sees him involved in an investigation about mafia association. The Regional Secretary of the Democratic Party, Giuseppe Lupo, and Bernardo Mattarella request his resignation. Lombardo had started his intervention saying he had no intention to discharge nor judge himself. He continued stating there are no videos, no illicit behavior or service relation. There is not one fact, pact or exchange or procured advantage which could prove a responsibility to be accounted for. Regarding his resignation, he declared, "The barbarism to invoke my resignation before a judge pronounces himself needs to stop. There are no minimum assumptions for the crime I'm charged for, and I didn't have any type of contact or relationship with anyone. For years, they have tried to find proof without success." Lombardo concluded his speech talking about the elections to be anticipated to this autumn and to continue working efficiently in the meantime. A month and a half after the time schedule change on the night train from Sicily to Milan, connecting through Rome, the FS, Italian State Train Service, hasn't given the Sicilian region an answer yet. Unresolved are the Servi-Rail disputes, the long-distance connections, and the service contract. The FS's silence continues to mortify the Sicilian territory, most of all Messina, also thanks to a distracted executive political class. 2 weeks after the meeting requested by the regional assessor for mobility and infrastructures, the issue is still unresolved. Within the regional confrontation, there were already discouraging signs from the FS, who delegated a regional director to represent the state's company's position. The union, FIT-CISL, says it's strange that a bit over a month from Trenitalia's schedule change, set for the 12th of June, which should, mandatory conditional, restore the service between Sicily and Milan, the FS has yet to call the technical board together. The board, requested by the region and union, should in fact clarify the technical aspects and find a solution for the Servi-Rail employees. It's a situation which worsens the feeling of uncertainty of the 80 employees from Messina who haven't been working since the 11th of December and whose only type of unemployment welfare is going to expire in August. The regional secretary of FIT-CISL says there's bitterness in observing how, thanks to the efficient actions taken by the region of Lombardia, the 152 employees in Milan were able to go back to work last December. Even the 220 employees in Lazio, Puglia, and Campania were also relocated. The Sicilian employees alone, from Messina in particular, after 150 days, still haven't received a response. The Sicilian region represents the main agricultural market in Italy. The regional administration is therefore challenged to sustain the development of the rural areas of Sicily, to improve competition, and to add value to the territory starting from the multiple potentials of the agricultural, nutritional, and forest fields. Thanks to the tools offered by the Rural Development Program for Sicily 2007-2013, the regional administration has responded, thoroughly discussing the issue on the 26th of April, during the forum held at Grand Hotel de Palme in Palermo. For the occasion, new notices regarding the agricultural field were introduced. Renato Mannheimer illustrated his results from his research Cultivating Development at the Future's Roots. The best practices had their space as well, with stories of Sicilian agricultural companies' successes, which made it, overcoming the market crisis, developing skills, creating income and employment. And that's all for this week's news. For more details, please visit our website, ctsnotizie.it. Thanks for joining us. Keep safe and see you next week.